It's about 9 p.m. West Coast time on Monday. So I've been seeing some clips, interview clips today. Scott Galloway, Prof G, has a new book coming out called Notes on Being a Man. And over the last couple of years, he has talked quite a bit about how our society, our culture, is letting down young men. They're falling behind here, they're falling behind there. Something like 45% of men under the age of 25 have never asked a woman out in person. Yada, yada, yada. And I think I kind of get where he's coming from. I'm 57 years old. I've been through a lot of things in my life. And the one of the most important things that I think I've learned in my existence, looking back over my past and looking back over my period of time as a younger man, is that when I have made shitty decisions and when I have behaved in a way that is objectively shitty, I was the one who had to deal with the consequences of that behavior and those decisions. I didn't have anyone like Scott Galloway to come in and write a book for me. That basically, I haven't read his book, it hasn't come out yet, but I'm going to go out on a bit of a limb and I'm going to guess that at least part of his book, or at least part of the trajectory of his book, is that somehow, at least in part, young men are the way they are because of society, because of our culture, as opposed to because of decisions and choices that these young men have made in their lives. It's interesting to note that during the same time frame that young men in this country are fucking cratering across the board, young women are on this kind of trajectory. Young men are doing this. Young women are doing that. Having grown up in the same society and culture as the young men who are doing this. Young women are doing that. This is a problem. It's not their problem. It's their problem. Again, I agree. That's a problem. It's self-inflicted. Because young women are doing great. Not having just grown up in the same society as young men, but having grown up in the same society as young women, and they're still on this trajectory. Especially young white men who have every single fucking privilege that this culture and this society afford unearned. And they're still doing this. How fucking much are we going to coddle these weak ass people who are cratering because they grew up believing that they were entitled to literally goddamn everything. They were entitled to have everything handed to them, unearned. Young women don't have that, and they're doing this. It's fucking mind-blowing. It is fucking mind-blowing. The first 57 years of my life, I was never handed a goddamn thing, except for all of the privilege that comes in the United States from being a cisgendered, heterosexual, white man, which is significant. Most of these young men that Scott Galloway is talking about have all of those same privileges. All of them. And they're cratering. Young women don't have all of those privileges, and their trajectory is this. They no longer need young men. They don't need them. If they have them in their lives, it's because they want to, not because they need to. These guys feel that they are entitled to things like women and economic dominance over women. And if they don't have that, then they've been robbed, unjustifiably so, by society. So they get angry when they aren't handed the things that they didn't fucking earn. And so they become mass shooters. Obviously, I don't know what it's like to be a woman in the United States of America. Obviously, my mother was a woman. I heard her tell stories about the things that she went through dealing with misogyny, going through law school, clerking at large law firms, and becoming an attorney. Most of my friends who are attorneys, my closest friends, Shahana and Kim, they are women. They are attorneys. I have heard and I have seen the misogyny that they deal with. And sometimes with my friend Shahana, the racism that she's dealt with, because she's not white. And with my friend Kim, the anti-Semitism that she's dealt with because she's Jewish. But these guys are entitled. They're entitled. And when they don't get what they want, then they get angry. And when they get angry and fall behind, then it's society's fault, and society has to fix it to make them better. What little understanding I have of all of these things that I'm talking about right now just brings me with a tremendous amount of clarity to one final landing place. And that one final landing place is go fuck yourselves. Fucking jerking off to YouPorn, playing PlayStation 5 while you listen to Joe Rogan 7 hours a day and complain about your lot in life and demand that people like Prof G write books about you so that society will fix your lifetime of shitty fucking decisions. Go fuck yourselves. unimaginably pathetic, sad, and weak.